Hello and welcome to Dommy Tries This. This is our Sunday morning garden update. I haven't even looked, so I don't know what's going on out here right now. So let's go ahead and take a look together and find out what we can see. Get you flipped around in just 2 seconds. So here we are at our yellow squash and our butternut. As you can see, they're both doing pretty well. We have a lot of blossoms coming in, but they are still almost all, or pretty much all, male. I'm not seeing any females on here yet. So still waiting on some girls with the yellow squash. I'm working on getting my butternut to twine, so he's gotten around his first set of spokes. I'll let him get a little taller, and then I'll put him around the next set of spokes. And here we have our chocolate hob, and he has flowers. Hi, flowers. Yeah. Show you off, huh? Isn't that pretty? Hopefully that means we'll soon have peppers. And our purple hollas still don't have any buds, so not unexpected. They're still growing. This poblano is freaking tall. He is almost to the height of the cage of the tomatoes behind him. Gotten pretty big. And here we have our red cherries getting ripe, and our tomatoes getting bigger and ripe, and we still have more flowers coming in. I'm very happy with that. Let's give those a shake. I am seeing a few more problems with the bottom leaves of most of my tomatoes. Here's our orange grapes, which have had the most trouble with the weather, I think it is. I'm looking at them. Oh, we have our first orange grape coming in. Have a couple of them, actually. I have 2 orange grapes in this particular crate because I don't know how well they'll produce. Looks like they're going to produce pretty well. They're really getting tall too. So these are a little taller than I expected them to be, but that's fine. That's fine. I love that. Love seeing the tomatoes coming in. Here's our black cherries. They're shooting up and getting a little taller as well. Look how tall they're getting. That's beautiful. I have noticed that we've had some fall off of some of the blossoms. When blossoms fall off, that means that they're not going to produce for us. I don't think either one of those is going to give us anything. So, but we'll see. I'm not seeing the little tiny ball inside. It would be sad if this year they didn't produce as much, but at the same time, considering all the struggles we had in the beginning and everything else, I guess at the same time it's going to be kind of expected. Here's our serranos and our Fresno. Looks like our Fresno is getting ready to give us some flowers and bloom. There's little buds right there. Yeah, something is getting at some of these bells, I'll tell you that right now. I am trying to interfere with my plants as little as possible this year. And so we're ending up with more eaten up leaves. And here's our small Romas. Let's see if we get anything off of that. There we go. Going near to the air conditioner as always. Here's some of our older plants that have had buds come in and go. And I'm still not seeing them become. That one right there. Okay. That one right there just might become a pepper for us. We'll see. the flower itself has to fall off. That one's working on it too. There you go. So we're getting a couple of them. And we have more flowers that need to be shook. Now, here are our tomatillos. We are getting so many blossoms on the tomatillos this early. And this is going to be kind of awkward, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt to fertilize. So, to fertilize, you go into one, and I use a makeup brush. As you can see, it's a fluffy round makeup brush. And I go in, and I try to pick up any pollen it has. If you see on there, now the tip has a little bit of white on it. I don't know if you can see that. But it's got a little bit of white on it. That's the pollen. You go in and you grab the pollen. And then I have to go to another plant. And I'm going to have to turn this. Sorry about all the hands and stuff. This is difficult when you only have one hand. Okay, so now I'm going to take that pollen and I'm going to give that to this baby. And get some of his pollen. Try to get that in there. This is difficult when I'm doing this one-handed. So I got some more pollen. And I'm going to take it back. And do that again. And try to get it in there. Try to get it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break and finish up pollinating these guys, and then we'll finish off our garden thing. Got quite a few things going on the other end to show you, but give me a minute. Okay, so I picked one of these to try to show you something, and I don't know if we're going to see it, but if you look inside, you can see one of the little guys is standing straight up. He's not curling around. The stuff that's curling around it is protecting him. He's kind of tiny in there, but you can kind of see him. That is the one thing in the flower when you're pollinating that you don't want to break. If you break that, you're not going to get a tomatillo. So let's hope that the ones that I did pollinate work. I think one of them, the little pestle part, came out, and so it's not going to give me a tomatillo. But hopefully some of the others will, now that I've gone ahead and done that. Alrighty, so we are back at our tomatillos. I have pollinated the ones that you see up here now, the ones that I can. I actually have pollinated a couple over the last couple of days as well, but I'm not seeing any husks yet. I'll show you the husks as soon as we get them. So, we've got more peppers here. This is our... Come up here. Let me see you. What are you? These are more bells. This is green bells. And this one is just getting its first buds. And here we have our honey delights. Also, this one has had a few flowers, but I have yet to see any actual tomatoes yet. So we'll have to see how that goes. It's another one that seems to be having trouble with the weather. So, and here we have our chilacas and dragon claws. Not seeing any buds or anything yet. I hope we see something soon, because I know that my husband would really love to see some dragon claws. He's really excited about that. Alrighty, so on our sweet dumpling, we did miss it with our little girl. She had opened and died. I came out yesterday morning to try to take care of her, but she had already opened and died, and the fruit was already dying. You really do have to be quick with some of these squash. But now that we have one female that has shown up, others should start making an appearance on a regular basis. And we have our honey nut. He's still kind of small, but he's growing. But the beautiful thing over here is our zucchini. Look at this. We have, they're all male, as per what squash does, we've got our first zook blossoms. Aren't they gorgeous? They're gorgeous. They're not open. I don't get out here early enough for them to really be fully open for me, but they are opening up, and hopefully soon we'll have some females that we can go ahead and attempt to take care of and get some zucchini from. And of course, the pretty avocados, just doing the same old, getting taller. The roots are still coming out from the bottom, which has me worried, but they seem to be doing fine anyway. Hopefully they'll get buried into that clay dirt that we have down here, and it won't be a problem. So that's our garden today. We have a few peppers getting ready to bloom. It looks like we have some of them that are getting ready to actually give us peppers, which I'm excited for. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where is it? No, that's not what I thought it was. Never mind. I saw a little thin vine and I thought, oh, we have a pepper. No, we don't. Alrighty, so that is our Sunday today. That's our garden for Sunday today. We're getting into the end of July. And thank you for coming by. And I hope you'll come by again and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and all of that stuff. And all of you have a great day.